All right, let's go. Assessment, grades, here we go. Oh. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The beard's gone, I look like a baby. Exams in a couple weeks. Life's good. It's good to have you guys on. We've got an exciting video today. My results came out from my mid-semester test, my last one for this semester, which I'll be opening live on camera. But before that, I'll also be taking you guys through what a day in the life looks like in terms of studying for my exams. I'll be doing flashcards for probably an hour or 2 hours. I'm going through the dope anatomy deck, which I'll show you guys. And once we've hit our goal for the day in terms of doing the flashcards, we'll open the results, and hopefully it went well. I feel like if my results didn't go well for that mid-semester, it would kind of really throw me off for my exam study. But if it did go well, I would start feeling quite confident, and I think it would make a big difference. So fingers crossed. All right, let's get some study done, and then we'll jump into the results. Alrighty guys, just jumped on to Anki, my savior for exams and medical school in general. So I've got an anatomy exam coming up in a couple of weeks. So essentially this exam is covering the neck, the head, the upper limb, the lower limb, as well as the back. So essentially your entire body really, except for the anterior part of the thorax and the abdomen. The university lectures are great, but obviously in terms of getting this stuff cemented into my memory, I definitely need something like Anki. I did make some of my flashcards, but for revision these last couple of weeks, I've started the dope deck. Now what's good about the dope anatomy deck is that you can, once you've downloaded it, I'll leave the link in the bio, someone has gone to the trouble of tagging each card by the body system, so I can really kind of target which body system I want to focus on for 2 to 3 days and then move on to the next one. So all you have to do is, once you've got the dope deck and you've got the add-on for the hierarchical tags installed, what you go on is browse, and then you scroll down to #dope, and on #dope you can see there's the abdomen, back, blah blah blah. So this last couple of days I've gone through the lower limb cards, and I've actually almost completed all of them. I didn't really activate the feet muscles cards because we didn't really cover that. So what I've done yesterday is I've gone to upper limb, and I've selected all of it, and then I've unsuspended it. So how it works is essentially once you download a deck like this, which has a lot of cards, what the first thing you do is you select all of them and just suspend them. So all of these cards are now inactive, and then you selectively activate cards to focus on a certain topic, and then you add more cards on top. So you slowly build towards completing the entire deck, because obviously if you start with the entire deck, it doesn't really make sense because you're getting questions from all these different body systems. So that's what I'm doing. My goal is to spend 2 to 3 days per body system. So I've completed the lower limb cards already. There were around 300 cards over the last 3 days. And now I'm onto the upper limb cards. There's around 450 cards on the upper limb muscles and bones, etc. But enough talking. Let's get this anatomy deck done for today, and then we'll open our results, and hopefully it went well. Right, let's jump into it. Just quickly before we do jump into it, essentially this is what a card looks like. You've got a picture, a really clean picture with all these numbers labeled, and there will be a question, like for example this question is, what is being shown at number 9? So you can see this is number 9, and you have to kind of go in your head, okay, what could number 9 be? So I'm gonna guess it's the olecranon fossa, and yep, so you click yes, and then you see that it is the olecranon fossa. And then since I got it right, I can put good. If it was really easy, I could have put easy, but I'm just going to put good. I've also got the Amboss add-on onto Anki. You can see if I hover my mouse over certain terms, the Amboss pop-up comes up and kind of explains it, which I think is really, really good. And if I want to learn more, I can just click on it and Amboss actually opens up on the right hand side of the screen. It's not like it takes you to a different browser. So it's really, really cool. All right, cool. All right, let's jump right into it. It has been 5 hours since I said, hopefully this takes 1 hour. 5 hours. I've just been doing this deck back to back. I just took a quick break for lunch. That's it. Now there's 4 more cards left, and then we can open the results. Let's see if I can get these 4 in a row. Right, so what innervates subscapularis? Oh, none. I'm gonna guess it's the subscapular nerve. Yep, upper and lower subscapular nerve. Very nice. What is being shown at 8? Okay, so now this is tricky because all the nerves are kind of jumbled together, but looks like it's a nerve that's kind of going down and then wrapping around the medial condyle. I'm gonna guess that's the ulnar nerve. Yes. All right, let's go. 2 more. What is being shown at number 3? Okay, this always trips me out. I think that's the trochlea. Oh no, sorry. Number 3 is pointing at the condyle. So I'm gonna say that's the lateral condyle. Yes. All right. Last one. Let's see. Oh, where is the origin of lat dorsii? Okay, lat dorsii starts from the lower 6 thoracic vertebrae, and then that's where it originates. It also originates in the lower 3 ribs, I think. Let's see. Arises from broad aponeurosis, thoracolumbar fascia, lower 6 thoracic vertebrae, and the fleshy digitation of the caudal most 3 or 4 ribs. Caudal most. Yep. All right. Done. And boom. Finally. Done. Okay. Now, the thing you guys are all here for, let's check on my results. Before I jump into the results, I just want to tell you guys what we're expecting. So this was a mid-semester test on metabolism and musculoskeletal, so metabolism and anatomy, and there were different questions on different aspects of that. So at the top, there'll be either pass or fail. So obviously we're hoping for a pass. Fingers crossed. If it's a fail, that's really going to mess with me. Now, when it comes to the different types of questions, we can either get below expectations, which is obviously below what we're expected to perform at this point in our medical school journey, meets expectations, which is exactly where we're supposed to be, above expectations, which is ahead, and then exceeds expectation, which means you're way ahead of where you should be at this point of your medical school journey for this block. So hopefully we pass first of all, and then we also got some meets or say above, or maybe even some exceeds expectations. Let's jump into it. All right, let's log in. Ooh. All right, let's go. Assessment, grades. Here we go. Oh yes. All right. Let's. I'm just gonna cover with my hands. Let's go through each one. Okay. So at the top it says P. So pass. So we've passed that. That's good. Okay. Now the first question was about substrate utilization, or a set of questions. We got above expectations. Great. All right, next one is hormonal control of metabolism, exceeds expectation. That's good because I think that makes up a big part of this block of metabolism anyway. Adipose tissue exceeds expectations, yay. All right, energy balance above expectations. I wasn't too confident, but I'm happy. I'm obviously really happy with it. Right, metabolic disease and medications. Now this is probably the one where I didn't perform as well. Oh, exceeds expectation. Okay, all right. I'm just a machine. Right, the rest is anatomy. So I was feeling pretty comfortable with my anatomy. So if these are low, I'd be pretty concerned. So head and neck exceeds expectations. Good. I made an anatomy deck on top of the one we did today to work on that. So great. Shoulder and arm. Above expectations. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting exceeds on the anatomy ones, but that's okay. And I think the bottom two are the short answers. I can't remember what they were off the top of my head, but the first one we got exceeds expectations. Amazing. I think that was the one on metabolism. And the last one, it's another short answer, which I got above expectations. Okay. Whew. All right, overall looks like we either got above or exceeds in every single question type, which I'm really happy with. I did put in a lot of work for this mid-semester test, and I'm glad it kind of paid off. But at the end of the day, I guess our grades in medical school aren't as important as they were in undergrad, because that impacted our chances of getting into medical school. Once you're actually in medical school, as you can see, we don't really get an actual number or a percentage, because that creates a lot of toxicity and unhealthy competition. What we get is an idea of, are we tracking along how we should be? And it looks like we are for this block. Fingers crossed we can carry this over to the exam. But broadly, if you guys are planning to apply to medical school, I want you guys to know that in terms of grades, etc., that toxicity does not exist. No one's like flexing their grades to each other, because there's no point. At the end of the day, we're all working with each other, helping each other grow to become the best doctors possible. It's just good to see that we're tracking along, or in this case, like I'm tracking along where I should be. Because sometimes it's hard to tell, right? Sometimes I feel like, am I doing enough? Am I doing less? Am I doing too much? So it's good to see that I'm probably around where the medical school is expecting me to be. It's good. All right. So, okay, good. All right, what a day. Literally 5 hours of Anki, but I guess this ending was worth it. This is why I left it till the end. If I did this at the start and then I did the Anki, I would have just been burnt out. I had something to look forward to. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions about how grading's done in medical school and does that really impact anything in the future, that kind of thing, feel free to drop it in the comments or message me on Instagram. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, more of these mini kind of vlogs. After exams, I'm definitely planning on posting more videos about getting into medical school or just life in medical school, etc. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel again. It really does make a huge difference to the algorithm. But it's always good to see all the messages on Instagram from you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go chill out for a bit, probably play some NBA 2K or something, or see, even that's too much mental work. I'm just gonna rest. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.